everybody, I hope you're doing good today. This video contains copyrighted material from Flat Earth Dummies being used underneath the Fair Use Act for educational purposes. First off, let me say it's sad that I have to make this video, but we gotta learn as real flat earthers to separate ourselves from the clown show taking place right in front of our eyes from these so-called self-proclaimed flat earth leaders. Wow. So let's get started with Flat Earth Dummies. Maybe this will become a series, who knows. Sad but true. So as I've told you all, Ronnie and Jaron are having a little battle going on. They're competing experiments. And I told you Jaron's experiment's gonna prove how freaking dumb he is. I could go back to Jaron's canal experiment when he first set it up. He was going to try to stand up 4x4 pressure treated lumber and about a half of a 5-gallon bucket of sand for 3 miles. You and I know you ain't going to get a 8-foot tall 4x4 fence post, pressure treated fence post, to stand up in a half a gallon or half a bucket of sand. 2.5 gallons of sand. Wow, that's how dumb Jaron is. That just shows you he don't have the skills to do these experiments. He obviously spent his childhood and his young adult life playing video games and watching wrestling and not outdoors learning skills like carpentry, working on cars, just basic common sense skills that you learn from playing. So, let's have a listen here to what Jaron wants to do, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the reason I like the fishing line experiment so much is because it is putting out a risk on your own belief, because I know that Sleeping Warrior wasn't in agreement so much, but I certainly would be. I mean, if I winch that line and it cuts into the water by a foot, you can bet your ass I'm going to walk away from that and say that the earth is curved.
There you go. Jaron's going to take some fishing line. He's going to stretch it across a body of water. I don't know if it's his canal, but if it's this lake, could you imagine this guillotine stretched across a lake 3 miles long as other boaters go across the lake? I could see the headlines now: Flat Earther decapitates boaters in Flat Earth experiment. Wow. And then you have this. It's called the catenary curve. All of us have probably flown a kite at one time. You notice how you can never get the line to straighten out? I mean, you could sit there and pull on it all you want, and I've done it when I was a kid. Try to pull on it and get the line to straighten out, but you end up just breaking the line. Well, that curve that goes all the way up the curved string, that's called the catenary curve. It's the same thing when you stretch a cable across the two mountaintops. You got that curve in the cable that you'll never get out. It's a phenomenon, and it's called the catenary curve. And they actually got a catenary curve equation calculator. Okay? So you can enter your cable tension and all this. Jaron, if he knows all the values of his fishing line, can enter all this and find out how much it's going to droop in the center. It's the same thing. Catenary curve, believe it or not, is used in jewelry, in necklaces, and gold chains. The length and stuff like that determines the curve of the necklace. That's why they have different lengths of necklaces of the same size, because the different neck sizes and shoulder sizes are going to play a big role on the curve, the catenary curve of your gold necklace. Okay? So, Jaron is supposed to be highly smart. So is glow busters. I wish I had more video on Jaron talking about this experiment, because I know he talked about it on glow busters. I heard it, and that's when I first heard about it, and I started busting up laughing, because I experienced this catenary curve phenomenon as a child, out playing, flying kites. And you learn about it as an adult when you get into carpentry, like you want to build a long level fence. When you put the dog ears up, you have to run a level line. If you try to run that level line any more than, say, 40 feet with your carpenter's string, it's going to sag too much. And then when you put your dog ears up, they're going to sag too. And you're not going to have a straight line, straight level fence. All this is just common sense, basic, everyday common sense that every person should have, and Jaron lacks it. Jaron, Bob, Morgile, nobody caught this. Nobody. I'll leave the link down below for you, Jaron. You shouldn't be begging for money online for these experiments, because you're just wasting money. People's money on your stupidity. You haven't had a successful experiment in years. Every one of them's failed, and I knew they were going to fail, because you don't know what you're doing. You have duped everybody with your vocabulary into thinking you're intelligent. The only thing you're good at is getting money out of stupid people. So, let's move on, because Ronnie's got his experiment. Wow, Ronnie. I just can't believe how dumb you are, too. How about this, Ronnie? Before you even attempt your experiment, go out and get the permits you're going to need to build a 3-mile long wall on Galveston Beach on a holiday, along with your 3-mile long stretched out drip line that you're going to use for a level line, a water level. Do you think you're going to be able to do this on Galveston Beach on a holiday like Labor Day? Let's listen to this clown's experiment here.
Alright, so they'll set a reference point here near where our first post is. They're going to shoot an elevation off of that, and then they can swing around, or maybe they'll have to add additional pins along the way. But what they're going to be doing is always shooting off this reference point here.
Let me explain to you what he's doing here. He's going to sink a 4x4 post on the beach, Galveston Beach, during a busy holiday with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people for 3 miles, every half mile a post in the ground. And then he's going to use a water level that he's going to use drip tubing for. 3 miles of drip tubing down this busy beach on a holiday. And he thinks he's going to do all this in one day. But let's listen here.
So they don't need to know sea level, they don't need to know anything other than the elevation of this starting pin. Now what we're going to be doing with the hose is we're going to be stringing it out, we're going to lay it down near the water's edge, and I have it marked out in yellow here just so that it shows up. But then you can see where it transfers to blue here, and above that you can see how it's clear. So what we'll have is on the ends of whatever hose we use, we'll have clear tubing. And that clear tubing will probably be 8-10 feet of clear tubing. And so what we'll do is we'll pull up the hose along our post here.
This music is fucking intense, isn't it?
And we're gonna set a mark on this post. First one. We're gonna do a half mile at a time. So then we'll come down here. Same thing. We have the clear tubing. We're gonna pull it up, and wherever the water is showing you know.
So there you go. He thinks this is going to prove the earth is flat. I don't understand the whole thing, but he's saying that if he gets down to the last post 3 miles down, the watermark, there shouldn't be any room on the post left for the watermark if the earth is curved. So let's keep going here because this gets even more hilarious, man. Just even more hilarious. Here we go.
The reason why I have this wall here is because I want you to visualize us building an actual seawall, like a concrete seawall. Where these marks that we're setting...
Imagine this, he's gonna build a freaking seawall on Galveston Beach on Labor Day for 3 miles. And at the end of this great wall, he's gonna have a party for you guys. Wait. It isn't a party for you guys. You'll find out.
Right here, what we want is a perfectly level seawall. It has no curvature to it. We know that we have the capability in this world right now to make something perfectly level. Level. The surveyor is going to verify that our half-mile section here,
3 miles of level. That's 33.
is truly level. And then
Well, there you go. He's going to build a concrete wall. He's building Trump's wall. Hey, that should be further west, Jason and Ronnie. Let's keep going with this buffoonery here. I can't believe these people. I shouldn't be laughing because these people are destroying flat earth within. They're making us all look fucking dumb. Dumb. Oh, wow. Building the Great Wall.
will not be any question as to whether or not there is some magical force.
Listen to this now, because there's a party involved after Jason Jason and Ronnie proved the earth is flat. 3 miles, there's going to be literally, I don't know, I've never been on Galveston Beach, but you can see in photographs, I mean, it's a busy-ass beach for miles. So there, I guess there could be thousands of people on the beach tripping over these fucking tubing, maybe even drowning, because he's going to put this right at the water line where they're going to be swimming, and waves are going to come up, and I could see them getting their leg wrapped in this tubing and drowning, and you know what? He ain't even going to get a freaking fence post put in before the cops come and say, what the fuck do you think you're doing? And that's America for you, folks. You know it and I know it. He ain't going to do shit with this. Ronnie, you shouldn't even be collecting money until you show us the permits for your fucking 3-mile wall. I don't even care if you delete the wall. I want to see your permits for your 3-mile long tubing. You should. This is total buffoonery, folks. So let's keep going here, because let's see, which one was I at? Yeah, let's this one right here, folks. Listen to this.
It's a 3-mile test. After this is done.
Oh, wait, go back. 704. I have this one here.
That is making the water and the level respond the same way, you know, the curved oceans in the globe Earth theory are responding. We want to build a wall. All right. A perfectly level wall for 3 miles. We will eventually have 3 miles of hose set up here.
Woo!
So that from the first mark to this mark should be exactly the same and verified by a surveyor on site. The reason why I like running the experiment from the one end to this end is because then at the end of this 3-mile run, when we've seen that water levels are in fact level and we've proven that there is no curvature, is it ends up right at a state park here. So what I'm envisioning is that flat earthers, globe earthers, anybody that wants to be a part of this experiment, They can be here, they can help out, they can help
You can
record.
build the great 3-mile wall for Trump.
We're going to be live streaming, we're going to be recording with a P900. We would love to have somebody or multiple people that have drones there filming this with drone footage. We want a lot of people there, eyes on this experiment, to make sure that there is no tomfoolery, no hoaxing, no CGI, no faked results.
You guys get the idea. Let's keep going here. Because after the test, there's going to be a party. Well, it's not going to be a party. You know Jason and Ronnie. It's going to be a church service.
We could do it 6 miles. We could do it 12 miles. Alright, so what I'm picturing is that we hang out down here afterwards during the celebration. That we grill, we do some barbecuing, we have a bonfire. But this isn't going to be like the normal flat earth meetups where people just stumble around wasted or high on drugs. This is going to be true.
What the fuck, man? I can't even smoke a joint. I got nausea. That's why I like to smoke weed, because it makes me want to eat. So I guess I can't have no barbecue, huh? Because I can't. I won't want to eat, man. I'll have nausea. But there you go. He's going to have a church service. No drugs and alcohol, folks. After this, after he proves the earth is flat. But that's not the kicker. Here's the kicker. All right? Let's listen.
While contemplating when would be the best time to run the experiment, Labor Day weekend stood out to me. My hopes are that because it is a holiday weekend and we are going to be running this experiment on Galveston Island, that we get as many of you out there possible to come be a part of and witness the experiment if we all had an extra day for travel. September 1st, the day I want to run the experiment, also happens to be my birthday, and proving definitively that Earth is not a globe would be the best birthday.
There you go. He wants to be the new Messiah of Flat Earth. Have a great day, everybody. Hey, and quit giving these freaking clowns your money. They're just stealing it from you. Using words. Have a good day, everybody.